Philly sports, love and pain. I'm Dave. That's Craig is a cuck. Kenny.
I got kicked out of my bathroom. Craig can't close a fucking game. Fuck.
Kenny, I gotta be honest, dude. I don't want him like anywhere near. I don't want him anywhere near a game. I don't know if I want him in the game ever again.
I agree with you.
I don't trust him. How can we trust him?
You can't.
For those who don't know, we're talking about Craig Kimbrell right now. I just don't know how. I don't see how we ever trust Craig Kimbrell again in a high leverage situation.
Craig can suck these fucking nuts. How about that? Him and fucking Dominguez. Fucking Domingno. How about that? Domingno.
Oh shit. So the Eagles are 3-0.
I'm not even excited.
All is well. Just kidding. We'll talk about that. We have plenty to say about it. But the Phillies are in the midst of clinching the wild card, the number one wild card. And, it was all going great. We were about to cash our bet. And then fucking Craig Kimbrell comes in and gives up the fucking tying home run, of course.
Just another manic Monday.
Tuesday.
Whatever. It's all true. I can't fucking hear you save my goddamn life.
Well, that's because you don't have headphones, you fucking poor pauper. Get a pair of headphones.
I fucking don't like it.
What? Why?
Because me and the alley have something in common.
You are you fucking treading lightly. I'm gonna tread.
Ooh, that smell! That smelly smell.
Hey, what's up, everybody watching on Twitter? I see a couple people in there. What's going on? We are hoping that we get a live clinch with the Phillies, right? Flyers. I almost said Flyers. I got Flyers on. Wait.
The crack of the day, sponsored
all over my microphone. The crack of the day, sponsored by
Manscaped.
All right, so first, well, I don't know. Is this thing happening?
Should we open this bitch up with my murder paralysis?
Sure. So let's talk about that while we wait for this Phillies situation to play out.
My powers have grown too far, too bad.
So Kenny, if you haven't listened to this before or you don't know what the hell we're talking about, Kenny has in the past wished basically death upon people that he has had run-ins with. Okay, and it happened. Like the bus driver situation, that same day, dude slips on the ice, busts his head open, dies.
Dead.
What was the other one, Kenny? What was the other?
Bob Barker.
Bob Barker was like, oh my God, that dude's still alive. He's going to make it to 100 dead.
Literally, I said it on Friday. He died that night or the next day. It was immediate.
So Kenny texted me today and he's like, dude, I think that my powers have grown. And I think it happened again. And he's talking about, you'd never guess, he's talking about his grandma.
Yeah.
Kenny, we need this story.
So my grandma has been dead 2 years, and I didn't put 2 and 2 together, So I'm talking to my buddy at work today, and I was like, like when you're at your wedding or a wedding, and there's always the dead table, right? That's what we called it, the dead table, right? You throw up the photos of the people that are dead, like your fucking grandfather that died 30 years ago that you didn't even fucking know. You know that guy? So my grandfather died.
Well, my dead table was a little bit more meaningful than that, but it's okay.
Listen, it is what it is.
We're all different.
It is what it is.
They're dead.
Oh my God.
Can't change that.
Well, you can. You could dig up the body and put him at the wedding. I can't dude. Well, I got the dryer going, I got the humidifier going, I got a fucking fan going, and now the heater in the fucking water tank just went off.
You're sitting in the basement.
The fuck?
like fucking Freddy Krueger over here with a fan next to you.
Okay. Anyway,
Tell
so
your story.
I didn't even know this was. I didn't even put two and two together until we've talked about this on the podcast before. So dead table, right? And we get to my grandfather. He's been dead for a while, and I'm like, I don't have any standalone photos of my grandfather, right?
Okay.
And my mom's like, well, here are a few. Your grandmother's in there. Yeah. I'm like, well, we'll put these up because I really want, you know what I mean, to pay respects to my grandfather. And I also known that my grandmother had Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, so I knew she couldn't be at the wedding, right? So we set up the table, go through the fucking wedding. I don't even know what point of the night. It had to be like after we cut the cake or something. And my Uncle Lou comes over to me. You know what this fucking guy says? He says, they told me not to tell you. They were going to tell you, tomorrow or whatever. But your grandma died today on your wedding day.
Wow.
And I'm convinced now, after reviewing the tape, that because I put her on the dead table, she fucking died. I'm 3 for 3.
You put her picture on the dead table
with my grandpa.
Like ahead, just to like put them next to each other, and then literally she died that day.
She died that day of my wedding. I think it's a terrible sign for my marriage, I think. So I have murdered 3 people in my life.
Wow. Your thoughts. Only your thoughts alone.
This power has no bounds, and I am scared.
So listen.
So let me start right now by saying, I hope Craig Kimball dies.
No.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
JT just walked. We now have 2 men on base. This is a legit. This is a real threat right now.
Yeah. So anyway, the longest story ever about all this is that. Here, yeah. How shitty is that?
Do you want me to play this clap for you? There's these like cheesy sound effects we found on the fucking thing. We're gonna be annoying with these. I probably gotta like get eliminated.
Yeah, if you find how do I find them? You don't want me to find them.
No, you can't. Hopefully you can't get to them.
I'll Google. So you better just tell me, or I'll ruin the pod and Google it while I'm on the pod.
Well, no, don't go on, because if you go on them and start clicking them, it's gonna ruin the pod anyway.
Okay, well you pick your choice. Do you want to ruin the pod with the collapse in the background, or me fucking not doing anything?
You have to click on the media tab. It's if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it.
You're lucky today. I don't see it.
Good. All right, so we got first and second, 2 outs. Nick Castellanos at the plate.
Papa.
And listen, he missed a meatball earlier today. And then that one pitch that he struck out on was fucking bullshit. That was not a strike. But called it a strike. It was high. It was just, he called it a strike, and hey.
I can't fucking find the media tab. Where would this tab be?
It's over like near on like where the chat is inside the recording studio. So, this dude, what's his name? Keller?
Yeah, no hitter.
Dude was cruising. Then all of a sudden he throws a ball to Marsh that they didn't even show on TV. And they're like, something's wrong with his arm. And we're like, what the fuck's going on? And he's like out there flexing his arm. Everybody comes and looks at him. And then immediately the next pitch, March just fucking creams it into the bleachers, into that one little wedge section. Did you ever sit there?
Yeah, it looked like Lisa Ann's face.
Did you ever sit? Did you ever sit in that section in the He struck out.
Of course he did. How many outs?
And he looked at it. That's out. That's it. Going to extras.
Now the stupid. Oh, dude, I had no. I mean, it makes sense. I had no idea that the ghost runner didn't count.
Well,
no idea.
You mean like didn't count as an earned run?
Yeah, it makes sense because that would be real shitty.
Yeah, it's not fair for the pitcher. Like, they give up one hit. That's a fucking earned run. Like, that's.
But bullshit. It counts as a run, right?
Yeah, it's a run. It's a run against the pitcher. It counts as a run, but not an earned run. So it doesn't count towards their earned run, ERA, and all those stats.
And it does count as it counts as an RBI, and it counts as a run scored.
Yes.
For that runner.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. It is what it is. I mean, it's a rule. They're not taking it away, right? But the Ghost Runner, like I don't really know if it makes the game go by any faster.
I think it has to. But what ends up? This is actually
forces scoring, but like you just score like it's
everyone's
like it's
scoring.
like an automatic one run almost.
Yeah, everyone, and that's what the broadcaster like. You can't let it get bigger than 2. If it inflates past 2, you're not gonna win.
And obviously, it's not an automatic one. Like obviously, like you're not gonna just automatically score every time. So I'm sure that it does make the game go faster. You're not seeing these 16, 18 inning games anymore because it's just not happening. But I don't know. It's fine. Whatever. It's weird to me though.
Well, you're a purist.
I guess I am. I really I guess I am.
That's the old 9/11 in you.
I guess, you know,
dude.
I guess.
How fucking funny was that meme though?
Which one?
Instead of Bush being at the library,
you're gonna need to be more specific.
Instead of Bush being at the library when he got the 9/11
the hot sauce table,
he was on the hot ones.
I'm telling you, like some of those Bush, like you know, photoshops are pretty good. They're pretty good. This one was. Bush was doing. It's too bad you don't know how to work Photoshop because you could probably do a bunch.
Well, I was thinking about doing like a coffee table book of 9/11 memes. There's got to be a market out there. There has to be.
Yeah, there's probably 10 people like you.
10? I can name 10 right off the bat.
I'm just kidding. I have no idea. I mean, I wouldn't buy it, but you know.
Oh, you would buy it though.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would. You wouldn't support me in my endeavor?
No.
You fucking cock. The fuck.
No, but when
did we stop becoming a sports podcast and became a rambling news outlet?
Well,
Taylor
listen.
Swift?
We are waiting for the Phillies to clinch this fucking playoff game or playoff spot, but Craig Kimbrell fucked it up. So now everything's all fucking wonky, you know?
Wonky.
By the way, great book for your kid, Wonky Donkey. Get it?
Great book. Terrors and tribulations from 9/11 for your kids.
White wonky donkey.
Wonky donkey.
It's good.
It does sound pretty entertaining.
It's good. You'd like it. So that's where you are now. You're in like fucking child book land,
bro. Chrissy's insistent that we read him a book every night, and I'm like,
oh, we read every day, dude.
I know you have a kid that can fucking comprehend. I got a kid that.
No, it's important. It is. It's important. You should do it.
I know. We do it, but I don't.
Honestly, it's good for you too to get into in the habit.
Yeah, that's kind of what we were thinking. Did you see
and
the video
the more he hears words, like the better it will be. You know.
Well, yeah, we're trying to avoid situations. You know.
Well, that's yeah.
That's my favorite thing he does with his fucking neck.
Just looking around everywhere.
Dude, I posted a video of him listening to Whitney Houston and like staring at the TV.
Did he like it?
Yeah, he loved it. I've never seen anything like that. And then I had to give him a lecture about like I was like, listen, Whitney Houston did a lot of cocaine and died, so you can't do cocaine or you're going to be like Whitney Houston, and people are going to forget about you.
That's important, you know. Listen.
You can dibble dabble, just don't turn into one of those.
It's important to hear the truth. Grayson loves music.
I thought you were going to say Grayson loves coke. That would have fucking said it.
Wrong podcast. So, all right, listen. So let's do this. The Phillies are dicking around, and you know, like they have first and second, no outs.
No outs. Walk.
So we'll see what happens. We'll keep you posted. Obviously.
Let's go Eagles.
So the Eagles are 3-0.
Are they? Because it feels like 0-3.
But wait, hold on. Let's hear this. This is important. And now, hopefully, it plays.
Well, now the suspense is too much.
Yeah, you ruined it.
That's what my parents said when I was born.
It's all your fault.
They also said that.
I'll play it later. But yeah, 3-0, and it doesn't feel amazing. It really doesn't.
You know what it is? They're fucking boring.
I said that. I said that week
I know,
one.
and I really started to pay attention to it. They're fucking boring. It feels like they're just gonna come out and they're gonna dominate, and they're not even gonna look good doing it. And when I say not look good, you know what I'm talking about. Like, they're obviously looking good. They're winning, but like,
Well, all right. So like, why? First of all right. I don't even know where to begin with this. Why did they give Gainwell that fucking short yardage carry?
When? Which one?
It was early in the game.
Okay.
And Swift was like balling. Of course, because he's the best running back they have on the team. But why are they trying to mix in Gainwell? Like they're trying. Here's what I think is happening. They're forcing. Everybody was like, "Oh, they're going to force the ball to AJ now because he complained and blah blah blah." Yeah, you know what? That did happen, but that's not called forcing. That's called him being open. You know what was? You know what was forced? Gainwell.
See, I just think
Too much Gainwell.
I don't understand how you can say that though.
What
He's
do you mean?
supposed to be the lead back.
He's not though. That's my point. But he's not though.
But he is.
No.
Yes.
For the first drive, the first drive, they're moving the ball. Swift has a carry, 8 yards. Okay. Pass. Then for some reason they put in Gainwell, 4th and 1, and they give it to Gainwell.
Okay, but like
why? He's not the guy for that, dude. You're gonna tell me Gainwell's better than Swift? Are you gonna stamp that right now?
No, what I'm trying to explain to you you were just bitching on Twitter about how DeAndre Swift has never had over 140 carries and blah 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 blah. So now you're bitching. Now you're fucking bitching the other way around because they gave Gainwell too many carries. So what the fuck do you want? Do you want Swift to have 30 carries a game, or do you want it to be split?
I didn't say that. I did not say that.
Stutter says what?
I did not say that Gainwell had too many carries. I said that Gainwell should not have had the ball in that situation. No, absolutely 0%. 0%. Just like I should never see Quez Watkins on the fucking field again.
Yeah, I'm done with that project. That's for fucking certain. Zucchini looks good out there.
Zucchini is in. Llama ding dong Zacchaeus Zucchini.
I like him.
He's in. I'm down with that. And I remember we talked about him in preseason. I told you he's a decent option, and I don't think Quez is. Quez needs to go.
You know who else needs to go?
Who? Penny? Because they don't use him.
Wow, there's no reason to even dress him at this point, especially if they're gonna have Boston Scott back soon from his little headache.
First and third, 2 outs. First and third, 2 outs.
They need a backup tight end that's not Stoll. He stinks.
Stoll is like the concrete man.
What? Like, what? Can you do your job?
How do they not? I don't remember him being that bad.
Who's the guy they just traded for? Why can't they get that guy on the field?
He wasn't even fucking dressed. I don't know. Is he hurt?
Well,
I'm not even gonna try to say his name.
No, zero shot. I mean, I definitely can't.
Okeechobee. Let's just call him Okeechobee.
We'll call him Okie Dokie Chody.
That's definitely not it.
Yeah, I would like to see him more than I would like to see Stoll or Cataracts. Although I haven't seen him either. I don't know what his deal is.
Calcaterra? Yeah.
Yeah. They punted one time yesterday?
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, and you know what else I was laughing about is that
I didn't realize it was only one.
They cut Sipas and then then man picked his jersey.
That's true.
So what if you had like a number 10 Sipas jersey? Do people own punter jerseys? I guess the last guy that I could think of is
Do you think anybody had like a Jeff Fiegels jersey?
No fucking way. I'm thinking the Raiders guy. What the fuck was his name?
King? Marcus King?
Not the XFL guy.
Marquette. Yeah, not Marcus. Marquette.
I'm talking about with Janikowski. Start Lecker, right?
Are you not talking about Marquette King?
No, I'm talking about Shane Lecker. or whatever it was. Remember him
Le-
and the
Shane
leg?
Shane Leckler is his name.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
That's the only punter that I think you could ever put on the back of a jersey because he was really fucking good. Him and
He was good, and he was around for a long time.
and him and the fucking the leg Janikowski, man. Those two were a dynamic duo in Oakland for a long time.
Oh, Janikowski was a legend.
He was the fucking man. Didn't give a fuck. Smoking cigarettes, hitting fucking 60-yarders, baby.
He's like the fucking John Daly of football.
So that's a good question. Punters that you would own a jersey of. I got 0.
I would literally never buy a punter's jersey.
I would. I mean, if you had a punter that was coffin cornered for a decade, I'd get that fucking jersey.
I'll tell you this. If I had a punt, the only way I would buy a punter's jersey or a kicker's jersey is
you're gonna. I think you got to pull back a little bit on the kicker, but I'm gonna hear you out first.
Pull back on what?
Just go on.
Those guys barely deserve to be on the field.
I mean, David Akers was a jersey to own, buddy.
David Akers was good.
I mean, that was a great.
That's a great example. That's a great example, though. David, like when
they got out of the inning.
Yeah, they got out of it. So no run. That's hilarious. That no run. Right on cue. If you have a kicker who literally, like, when the dude runs out on the field, you can get up and go piss because you know you're getting 3.
Justin Tucker.
I'm good, but then I might have his jersey. I might, but I don't. I personally probably would never buy a kicker or punter jersey ever.
Justin Tucker.
No.
What do you mean no?
No, I would personally not buy that.
I'm just saying he's a fucking.
He's worthy. Yeah, he's worthy.
Not anymore.
No, not anymore. But he's worthy. What's the dude who kicked for in New England forever?
Vinatieri?
Goskowski or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few. You could probably get
Adam Vinatieri, Goskowski, Janikowski, Akers.
Robbie Gold comes to mind.
Robbie Gold was, and that one. See, that one actually makes a little bit more sense because of the Penn State connection.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
But
Brandon McManus, I went to high school with him. We used to play Ding Dong Ditch together when we were young bucks running through the neighborhoods.
Yeah, he was knocking them over at Knights Memorial or whatever the fuck that field's called.
Crawford Stadium. Have some respect.
Oh, I need to respect that, but not 9/11. That makes sense. Anyway,
2 twin towers, burned for several hours.
And if a punter, like, listen, if we had a punter who, like, we're on like our own 30. And that dude's gonna drop a dime on like the 4-yard line, like almost every time, like maybe like 70% of the time. I'm in. I might buy that jersey. That's the only way.
The problem is that a punter's jersey is literally impossible to own. Like, you're just not gonna do it. A kicker you can get behind because it's reliable. You can be like Akers, and then Akers did the draft in Dallas, and he fucking ripped them to shreds.
But listen, but with Marquette King though, I think people probably did own that jersey because Raiders fans are fucking crazy.
Yeah, but he didn't have like.
He was a decent punter, and he had like an attitude. What happened? Like he had a persona.
You know who else would have been a good punter jersey? Pat McAfee.
The Pat McAfee. Well, yeah, now probably everybody would have that, but
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if Pat McAfee. I didn't really know Pat McAfee. I mean, I knew he was a kicker, but like I didn't know.
Oh, I knew him.
I didn't know him like this. Like, What
I mean? He was the man. I mean, he pretty much essentially quit. Obviously for like money and other shit, like you didn't really know that. He used Barstool, right? Like he used Barstool as a stepping stone to be so much bigger. But
yeah, well, I mean, I think Barstool. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if he chose to leave Barstool or if they
did, and then he opened up that Indiana branch, and Indianapolis, Indiana. Jesus Christ. And he opened that branch and then FanDuel and then now ESPN. But he essentially, I believe, I as far as I know of reading, he like pretty much was like, I want to fucking do drugs. Like, I want to smoke weed.
Yeah, that is true.
I know that's a big part of it. But anyway, somehow we're on a punter's carousel. Why did Cam Johnston?
I don't know.
Right? Weird.
Ask Howie.
It's because they get fixated, man. They got 3 or 4 or 5 positions where they're just like, well, fuck it,
Well,
we
now
don't need
he's
them.
like, isn't he like rotting in like Houston now?
Well, the problem with him now is he doesn't stay healthy. So
Yeah, he's on the old IR.
yeah, so maybe it worked out, but Sipas should never fucking. Oh my God, Marsh is struggling, dude. That's 7 strikeouts and a homer.
Yeah, I mean, at least he hit the homer.
Yeah, like Sipas should never kick again.
How did they even find him?
I was just thinking about that. I don't even know.
Like
They probably went to some fucking
No.
pitch in Australia.
Yeah, that's fine, but like, how come they can't go to the same pitch and find a guy that's better than him? Like, I this is my thing with punters. When I'm like can't sleep or I'm awake at the middle of the night and I put on some random ass fucking Fox channel and it's got rugby on it, every single one of those guys punts better than our punter.
Wow,
every one of them.
I mean, not to toot my own horn, I played rugby for a while.
But my point is like there's so many fucking guys that can kick a fucking ball.
Well, there's like
especially punt a ball.
There's 2 sets of positions, right? So like forwards are big, they're football people. And then the backs are all soccer players. That's what you get in a rugby. And then the backs always kick, and then the forwards have to fucking jog their fat asses to wherever the fucking ball goes. It's fucking terrible. And then there's occasionally a field goal kicker, right, that you happen to get. But a lot of these guys that kick in rugby are soccer players. And it also brings up a good point. Go get a soccer player.
There's so many dudes out there that can kick a ball. I mean,
I've seen Hope Sola's vagina. She can kick a fucking football. That thing's beat the fucking shreds. That's a dude. She can kick him. Bring her along. Trot her fucking ass out.
That's a dude, you think?
I know it's a dude. I don't think. I know.
Well, be careful. You're not supposed to do that.
Do what?
Talk about people like that.
I don't give a fuck. So, where do you think I give a fuck at?
We need to talk about something.
The Eagles.
The Phillies just clinched a playoff spot and the number 1 wild card spot.
Singles.
And we won our bet, motherfucker.
It should not have been this stressful.
Johan Rojas singles on a ground ball.
Pinacci scores.
And Pache scores, and the Phillies win and clinch the number 1 wild card spot.
That's not true.
No, it's not true. It's almost
they clinched
true.
the playoff spot.
They clinch a playoff spot, and then they need one.
Cubs loss.
They need either the Cubs or Milwaukee, I think, to lose.
Dude, I'm worried about the Brewers.
I
don't want to play them.
Why?
Because they got pitching and their hitting is starting to really fucking come around.
Yeah, the Phillies are too, though.
I'm not great. Would you rather play the fucking Cubs? I would. Although they got that one nasty pitcher, man. The Cubs got that one dude's really good.
The Phillies are, I think, 5-1 or 6-1 against the Cubs this year. Does that change
6-1?
Does that change your mind?
No, they're 6-1 against the Cubs. I want to play the Cubs.
Oh, yeah, okay. I thought you were saying you were worried about the Cubs.
No, I'm worried about the Brewers. They lost the season series to them.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
And they lost them in like some of the worst fucking fashionable games ever, Just that fucking Alec Baum game, right?
I can turn off this fucking screen share now.
Thank God.
It's making everything all janky.
Fucking all right.
Rojas.
Wait, before we go into the Eagles, seriously, this is 30 minutes. People, I'm sorry. This is Dave's fault today. What's your outfield look like for the playoffs?
Honestly, I think it looks like what it did today.
Rojas.
Yeah.
Casty.
And Marsh.
I'm benching March.
Stop it.
No, I just... You know what the problem You might disagree with me.
What's wrong with that? Castellanos in right,
No,
Rojas in center, Marsh in left.
Yeah, no, I'm good. That's what it needs to be. They don't have a Matt Stairs on the bench. They don't have someone that can send a fucking piss missile to send Jonathan Broxton back to the fucking minors, you know? They got a lot of bench people. And I would say good, you know, decent, not great. It worries me.
Well, who do you want?
But then again, I don't know even who they had last year as a bench player that was rocking homers. You know what I mean?
They didn't really, and that's the thing. Like because they didn't need it. So like, you know, this year,
like who comes into the bottom of the eighth in a pinch hitting situation for
Jake Cave?
I'm not anti Jake Cave as many people are.
I'm not either.
I mean, I'll tell you who I am. Very anti. That fat fucking pig.
Who?
Derek Hall. I did not see the fucking guy.
But see, Derek Hall is the perfect example, though. Derek Hall could be a guy that shows up and is like, all right, as long as it's not a fucking lefty, maybe he can come in and pinch hit.
But I mean, like if you're the opposing manager,
I got one. I just thought of one.
Wait, hold on. But if you're an opposing manager, you're just gonna go like this.
No, because they have limits. They have to face like a certain amount of guys. So like if you get them in the right situation, you know, you know,
what are the odds of that? I'm not trying to be a dick. I mean, I'm being dead honest.
I don't know. I mean, what
2 out of 5.
You have Pache. I think you're gonna have Pache. You're gonna have
Cave.
You're gonna have Cave.
Weston.
You're gonna maybe have and you're gonna have one of those minor league guys. It's gonna be either. My guess is it's gonna be Hall.
What about Ellis?
Haven't seen him,
and they just optioned him, so that does not bode well.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, Cave is guaranteed, right? I think we can agree there. Cave is guaranteed.
I think he has the most big league at bats.
I'll tell you who I don't also want to make the postseason roster. The little cell phone guy from Pittsburgh that we traded for. Fuck that guy.
Castro, that dude's brutal.
He stinks on ice.
Yeah, that's just like an extra infielder type of guy, you know?
Bottom of the 10th runner.
pinch runner for Schwarber in the 10th. But that's not even that's like not even a thing in the playoffs though. Like there's no ghost runner.
Oh, Cody Clemens.
Yeah,
you gotta bring him up, right?
I was gonna say, Cody,
he can play anywhere.
He's on the 40.
Okay.
So here's the guys that are on the 40. That we
know this.
I'm looking at it.
But they already released it?
They already had to.
When?
Oh, they didn't have to. Yeah, they didn't have to release their playoff rosters. They had to release their 40 man. Like there's that deadline when they get the extra couple guys. You know what I'm
saying? So they call that, and then they can bring them. They can transfer. They can wire transfer them whenever they want.
Exactly.
At this point, but if you're not on that 40 man roster, you're done.
Correct.
And just like Matt Moore got traded to whoever or picked up on waivers, and he can't play in the playoffs.
Yes.
That's crazy.
So Cody Clemens is on the 40.
He has to be.
Derek Hall's on the 40.
Fuck.
Jake Cave's on the 40. Obviously, he's on the team right now. Castro, unfortunately, is there.
Fuck.
And Weston Wilson. Those are the last position players listed. And Drew Ellis is listed here. Also listed is Dalton Guthrie.
I thought
he's listed.
Wait. Didn't they?
He's listed here.
Didn't they cut him and he got picked up? Or who'd they do that to?
I thought that he was on the I thought that he was gone.
So did I.
So how's he listed on this fucking list on Baseball Reference? This is like the official list.
Interesting. We'll have to deep dive that.
Yeah, I mean, this is obviously like
it doesn't matter because if you're fucking those guys aren't going to see the field no matter even if it's the Phillies up 19-0 or if they're losing 19-0.
Yeah, I mean, am I going to put Garrett Stubbs in there for a pinch hit? No.
Wait.
Oh, you also have Sosa. Who
forgot about that?
No,
I like Sosa.
He could come in and grab a bat.
I think you could put Stubbs out there to bunt to bunt. Seriously, I know that seems insane to say.
Yeah, no.
Or get a hit.
If you need a bunt, he could probably throw a bunt down.
You got one or two guys that can really give you a homer situation, and it's their career isn't ready to be like Matt Stairs gets you a home run kind of hit, but it's Weston, it's I guess that Pig Hall, and then Cave.
Yeah. Now the bullpen is a hot fucking mess.
I mean, what do they do with the bull? I'm serious. What do they do?
Well, what do you do with the starting rotation?
Oh, that's easy.
And this really only matters if you win the wild card round, right? Because obviously, the wild card round's only three games. So,
well, that would be Wheeler, Nola, Ranger. Probably, I would roll Nola. Nola's not going to get another start, right?
They're going to set their rotation up, so they'll set it up.
Now that they've clinched.
Yeah, so now that they've clinched, they'll set it up so that whoever they want to pitch game 1 of the playoffs will. So, yeah, that's my guess. My guess is Wheeler Nola.
You have to. I mean, listen. We all know what Nola is, but he's looked dominant these last couple of starts. We know
what he is, and we know what he's capable of too. Though at the same time,
exactly. And then I don't care what anyone says. I'm pitching Sanchez in the playoffs. I'm pitching that fucking guy, and I'm riding that for 5 or 6 innings. I'm doing it.
Honestly, what I would do is so if they make it to the second round and they play probably the Braves, is my guess.
Yucko.
I'm actually fine with it. I love that. Because they have like there's a familiarity there that I like. I don't know. And they don't feel intimidated by the Braves to me, like when you watch them. You know what I mean?
No, I mean they definitely prove that they can do it.
So like I think the rotation then would be Wheeler, Nola, Ranger, Sanchez, and the number 4 would be like a Sanchez, Taiwan like combo.
And then what? Lorenzen's strictly out of the bullpen.
Lorenzen's out of the bullpen. Strom's out of the bullpen, which I trust. I trust Strom.
What about Walker out of the bullpen?
Well, he would be coming out of the bullpen.
Yeah, because my thought process with that guy is that if he's in the first 3 innings and he doesn't get the calls he needs,
he's fucked.
He loses his mental, marbles.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think he's bad at all. I just think he can be mentally.
No, so you have Lorenzen, Strom, and Walker, who are all capable of going like multiple innings out of the
Walker.
Bullpen. Yeah, Taiwan.
Oh.
Then you got Hoffman, who I trust. You have Alvarado, who I trust more lately, and I'm putting him as my closer. There's no question. You're gonna have Kimbrel.
Boo!
But I don't know what you do with him because he's a liability right now. I honestly don't know what you do with him. What do you do with him?
Are you putting him in the game with the? You know what the problem is with him?
He gives up too many big home runs.
Well, that, and you can't use him in extras because the second base ghost runner is just like it obviously just blows his brains out. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what else the problem is? He can't hold runners. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't. I don't know if he doesn't look like there was one game, I can't recall which game exactly it was, but JT literally, like you could see JT getting like frustrated with him because he wasn't checking the runners. Like like that's crazy. That's crazy.
It's kind of your job.
Check the fucking runners, dude. I don't know. I don't hate Kimbrel, but he is falling out of grace with me. So I'm all about Alvarado being the closer. You also got there's some fringe guys too for the bullpen. I mean, Covey, that new dude Orion, he looked fucking electric. Like this dude comes out of nowhere.
But you know,
I know, but I don't care. Like what?
You know,
Yeah, but what? I know what.
They need to pitch him much more over these next couple of games to see
Well,
what
they
he's
probably
got.
will. Yeah, they probably will.
Can he make the roster?
What he's got, yeah. What he's got is a 100-mile-an-hour fastball and a fucking disgusting slider. That's electric. He's got electric shit.
It's not often you go from single A to big leagues in one season.
He literally went from the lowest that you can be to the highest that you can be in 1 year. Something to be said about that. The pride of the fucking USF Bulls.
Did we
even finish talking about the Eagles? We probably didn't because the Phillies fucking won in the middle of it. God damn it.
Listen, I feel like people don't come to the podcast for normal.
No, probably not. If you listen to this podcast, you probably don't want normal.
You have a mental illness.
You definitely don't want somebody reading numbers to you.
No, we tried that, remember? And it was painful.
Yeah, I do remember. Look,
it was actually more work to do the podcast than to enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I still like to dive into the numbers because it's like what I like, but
I mean, yeah, obviously, but I'm just saying,
that's different though.
Go back and listen to the first episode.
No, I don't want to.
Look, all right, let's just do it. We're gonna do it. What do you give Hurts? Give me a grade.
Hurts grade?
Yeah.
Oh man, B-.
Oh my God, are we the same person?
What do you have? Oh my God.
B-. Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, listen, he's improving each week, which is what you want to see, and I think he's gonna figure it the fuck out. Obviously, it's weird now because they're not gonna. They're gonna rely on the line to pass protect, and he's gonna have to become a passer because it is very evident they are not taking a chance with him running like they did.
No, they're absolutely not. But are you worried about him being a passer? Because I'm not.
No, I don't necessarily care. I just think that I don't think everyone's on the same page.
I am trying to figure that out too. Like I'm like what is it? Is it like it feels like something's not jiving between these three people. Jalen Hurts, Johnson, and Sirianni.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that is. It just doesn't feel. I don't know. It just feels disconnected sometimes.
They're abandoning the tight end position. They're not using it.
No, they're not.
So that's a security blanket gone. They're not running Jalen Hurts nearly as much, which I mean, and I think he can make them throws. That throw to Zacharias or whatever it is, Zacharias, Zucchinis, was one of the nicest throws I've seen him make. It was in a window, right over the defender's Mickey Mouse hand, and Quez drops that ball.
100%.
I mean, imagine if we have Zucchini in the Super Bowl.
Just too many times in that, even in that game, and this is just one game, super small sample size, right? But just too many times in that game where I'm like, why are you passing so much right now? You guys are fucking destroying them on the ground. Like you're owning them right now. And you're forcing pass plays. It was weird, man. I don't know. Maybe we are fucking just bitchy brats, spoiled fucking brats.
I agree. Well, that's what happens when you could argue that every win last year was exciting because we didn't know what we were going to get.
And we didn't know where we were going to go.
Exactly. And now that you went to the Super Bowl and you lost the Super Bowl, that filthy slut taste is in your mouth, and you're going to chase that slut. Don't matter if she's working at the Pleasure Dome or at Susie's. You're chasing it. All right?
200 yards rushing they had.
I know. They can run the ball. And you know who looks really good that doesn't get enough credit right now is Cammy.
Oh, my God.
Old Cam Jurgens.
Dude, the offensive line to get all together was just, I mean, just ridiculous. They had a great game.
They
Great
did.
game. And yeah, I don't know. Like, that's the thing. Like, we're obviously nitpicking. We're 3-0. We're totally loving this. Like,
They're
I'm in.
boring games, so you can find things to complain about.
Right. So,
You know,
like, if we're gonna nitpick and we're gonna complain, okay, then that's what we're gonna do. You know, um, I don't like that they're not including Goddard in these game plans. I don't like that.
or
I
or
don't like
or
that. I don't like that Stoll has any targets. Any. That dude should not have any targets. That's a waste.
how? I mean, I don't even. I'm confused.
That might be a little bit of an overstatement, but whatever.
They need a backup tight end. And what was the point of fucking trading? Again, they traded for that guy, didn't they? Or did they sign him off?
No, I can't remember it.
Anyway, they did something to get him. So use him. Let's use him.
Yeah, and supposedly he's like a big pass catcher. So
where you at, buddy?
maybe he's learning the offense. Maybe it's too intense.
I doubt it. Swift, eh?
Swift's an A, and honestly, every time this sucks, but every time he grabs the ball, I'm just like worried I'm just waiting for the injury.
I know. Seen in any way a situation where Swift comes up limp, like fucking Miles Sanders, bitch ass. Every time I look at that guy, he's like, my elbow, my wrist, my vagina.
That's the one thing. That's like the funniest part of that quarterback documentary. Every time Kirk Cousins gets hit, he's like, oh man, I'm good. Oh, every fucking time.
Shit's gotta hurt.
That probably fucking hurts like hell.
I'm just saying, I haven't seen anything that makes me worry about Swift.
That's not what I'm saying. I know the history. So like, how do you ignore that?
What do you think Penny's thinking?
I'll tell you what, they showed him on the sideline and it didn't look like he was thinking much.
Just processing?
Yeah, just chilling. I don't know.
Happy to be here.
Waiting for his paycheck. I don't know. He's getting paid.
It's interesting to me.
How does he not see the field? Isn't that weird to you?
No.
This team has done nothing but cycle through 3 running backs forever. And you're telling me that it's not weird to you that he doesn't see the field at all?
No, it's not weird to me because who's stopping Swift?
What do you mean?
They were never in a position where they needed a third down back or or anyone like that. They were always in. How sick is Swift 0 though? It's such a great number. It's a great number.
It doesn't look good on everybody, but he looks good on it.
I just think that Penny's
also
role.
Calvin Ridley's rocking the 0 too.
Wow, you know why?
What was that? His gambling account?
No, it's that 0 days since Calvin Ridley's placed a bet.
I mean, Penny. I don't know. I'm confused by by that thing. Penny is a harder runner. So.
You know what? What'd you say?
Penny's like a harder runner.
I know, but my whole point was they were never in a position where they needed to have that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's the thing about this team. They're not that style. Like this team is an RPO or RR.
Let me
PPO,
ask you a question.
Every fucking O.
They dressed a kick returner and a punt returner, right? Covey and Allen.
Covey and Allen. Yep.
Covey looked great. Let's hope he can continue to do it. He looked really good.
He had a nice punt return, and then he had actually the next one after that. He looked pretty.
He had 4 returns for 114 yards. I mean, sign me the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm in on that for fuck yeah.
I mean, he got to show it, but that's good. Who are you? Oh, I guess Boston Scott plays next week and Penny's the odd man out and he gets benched, right?
Is that just because for why? Why?
That's my whole point. Like, who's it hurting not to have to dress Scott, Penny, Gainwell, and obviously Swift, right?
I guess it's going to be
the punt returner, the kick returner,
kick returner.
I mean, I don't necessarily hate a Covey Allen kick return situation. I don't hate it.
No, I don't either.
If Covey gets hurt or banged up, Allen can come in, right?
I think you don't dress Penny because he can't catch passes.
He can't do anything. He can't see the field.
Well, he can run. He can run the ball. They're just not putting him in.
But even when they did put him in, I didn't see that. I saw a guy that struggled.
I mean, he hasn't had many opportunities.
I'm just saying. What do they say?
Penny, he has 3 carries, dude. Come on.
And how many yards?
9.
Average 3. I can do quick math. Aren't you impressed?
3 carries. You're making a judgment on 3 carries.
I'm not making the judgment. The Eagles are making the judgment. Obviously, he didn't see the fucking field with a running back with a concussion.
Well, I don't want that guy on the team then.
Well, that's what I'm trying to fucking say. I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, like if he's not going to play, get him out here. It's just going to make shit weird.
And that's my point. Is like, oh, if Covey goes down, can you put Penny back there? No, I want Allen back there. I'd rather dress the second kick returner.
Yeah, exactly. I would do the same thing. And Boston Scott can catch a pass like Penny can't.
And Boston Scott needs to be the starting running back for twice a year, so we can't get rid of him.
At least in the red zone.
I would honestly just keep signing Boston Scott to 1 to 2 year deals for $2 million. Just keep signing him.
So Boston Scott is the new Darren Sproles.
100%. And you know what's crazy? They don't really like. They have a good rotation at running back. Would you agree?
The Eagles?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
So the question becomes, you get rid of Penny and you add.
Yeah, my whole thing was I couldn't deal with Gainwell as like the bell cow guy.
Well, and they made it clear that that's not what they're going to do, and they're going to rotate these guys.
They are obviously not going to do that, 100%. Yep.
So the question is Swift had 16 and Gainwell had 14. What do you scale that back down to get Boston Scott 6 carries? Probably take 2 from Swift and 3 to 4 from Gainwell.
Probably.
Right, that makes sense to me.
It does.
And then Hurts had 10. I don't know how many of them were actually. Hurts plays or him running,
or is it the fucking brotherly shove, push, hot topic?
Oh,
people still trying to ban the fucking play. So what in what fucking world do people think that they can just ban a play?
It's gonna happen.
You can't ban a play.
I'm not saying you can, but now you got all these fucking bigwig NFL, Nick Wright, Skip Bayless.
Nick Wright? Yeah, get whatever, dude. Fuck him.
I'm just fucking saying. All these people are coming out and saying it's not good for the game. They're going to do something to address it. I don't know what that means. So,
it's stupid.
It is an insane argument, really. It's like, okay, so punish Patrick Mahomes for being the best quarterback in the league right now then.
Well, he can't throw sidearm anymore. All quarterbacks must throw over their shoulder.
Tua can't no-look shovel pass twice in a game for the same exact touchdown against the Broncos anymore.
Listen, if the ball goes below the shoulder, it's an incomplete pass. Illegal forward pass.
I don't honestly, they could get it without the push.
He squats 600 fucking pounds, dude.
So instead of it, I think the completion rating on that's what, like 98%, right?
For the Eagles, but not the rest of the NFL, and that's why it should not be outlawed.
So that's my point here. Is what I'm getting at is that I bet you they miss out of 10 times if they don't pushy. if they don't use the Tushy website, if they don't do the tush push, they probably score a touchdown 8 out of 10 times or get the yardage. I just still think you're not. The push is nice. But it's not.
I guess the only thing they could say is you're not allowed to push a guy that has the ball.
Then
dude, there's been linemen like when you're down near the goal line, like the running back gets stood up around the 1 yard line, and then you have 3 linemen come in and go boom and fucking train wreck the whole thing into the end zone, and it's a touchdown. Oh, that's okay. That's okay, but you can't push the quarterback. It's fucking dumb. You can't. I would love to see the fucking verbiage of how they outlaw that play.
Well, you gotta get rid of the QB sneak. That's the only way to get rid of it, and you can't do that.
That's stupid.
I don't know. I'm struggling.
You're struggling with this? You think it should be outlawed?
No, I'm struggling with like how they're gonna fuck us.
Well, they're not gonna fuck anybody. It's gonna fuck everyone.
No, it's not.
Well, no, it's not. That's the whole.
That's the whole fucking problem.
And
did you hear what Nick Wright said today? Seriously, did you listen to it, or you just?
Yeah, I listened to his whole clip. Yeah.
Well, what if they got 4 to 5 yards per play? Then they would be fucking running that all the time. But we don't. We don't. Have you ever seen them try it on a 3rd and 5, a 3rd and 4, a 4th and 4? No, because it's a 1 to 2 yard play. You stupid fucks.
Yeah, you can't say what ifs like that. You can't make rules based on what ifs.
It is really silly. Well, you know what I say about what ifs?
Well, what if there's a quarterback 1 year that can throw 87 yards in the air? Oh, I mean, are we going to maximize the amount of yards you're allowed to throw in the air?
So where do you put this at? Like, where you think the league steps in?
No.
Really?
No, I think that this is a media bullshit, red herring.
Okay.
Just like Colorado.
What?
Colorado is, Colorado is like taking bullets more so, like the Dion thing is a thing, right? But they're taking way more bullets because of the media.
Oh yeah.
Like
first things first. I'm the realist. Listen, I don't really care. I will. It's not even like I'm rooting for any of them. I'm just gambling on it. But like, I saw an article today, and like the headline, and you were 100% right. The headline has nothing to do with Colorado.
No,
it's just like, oh, so the media is making it difficult for Deion Sanders and the kids.
It's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
And it's not, I don't think it's Deion's fault. Like originally I went into this thinking that it was all Deion's fault.
It's not.
I do think that Deion wants this. Deion wants the attention. Deion wants a media frenzy. Deion wants, like, this is part of the psyche of what he wants. So it is his fault. And he did ask for this in a way. But it has gotten now to the point where it's beyond that. It's way beyond.
Colorado should reap the motherfucking benefits because they only got him for 3 years. So reap it.
100%. As soon as those kids are gone, he's pieced out of there.
And he's going to go to a big fucking time school like Ryan Day.
Either that or he's going to go to the NFL.
Oh, wow. That'd be fun.
Yeah, he could go to the NFL and,
Can we talk about Ryan Day? We still didn't even finish the Eagles. Can we talk about Ryan Day?
Yeah, let's finish do you want to finish the Eagles and then come back, or do you want to just keep going?
I don't care. I mean, I don't really care if we go back.
Let's keep going. So Ryan Day's throwing shots at fucking 90-year-old.
Who fucking cares? He's 105 years old. What did you want him to say? What did you want Lou Holtz to say?
He's not gonna pick
his little fucking whisper voice and his whistling.
He's not gonna pick Ohio State. Like, what do you think he's gonna say?
He said what? They're not tough or something? That's all he said?
He's like, our offensive line is tougher. Our defensive line is tougher. These kids are tough. Like,
oh my God, it's what they used to say in the fucking 70s.
It was a long clip. I did not watch the whole thing.
Of course it is, because he's long-winded and whistling the whole time.
Yeah, it was long.
This guy fucking sounds like he's got a fucking train whistle in his mouth.
Yeah, he sounds like that penguin from Toy Story. Oh fuck! Woody.
Whistle, Wheezy, right? What was his name? Weasel, Whistle?
Wheezy. It might be Wheezy.
Wheezy F baby.
Oh man.
Yeah, fucking imagine barely holding on to beat Notre Dame and coming out the first thing out of your mouth. Where's fucking Lou Holtz? I'll tell you where Lou Holtz is. Praying he sees the next fucking day, Ryan. So why don't you give him a fucking chance?
These kids work so hard. This is for them. We all care so much. Shut the fuck up, Ryan Day. We don't fucking care about you one piece, one iota. You know what? You know what else, you motherfucker? You're fucking gettable. You're gonna lose 2 games this year, guaranteed. They're losing 2 games.
Don't say it.
I didn't say who to. I said they're gonna lose 2 games.
I don't think Ohio State is good. Well,
they're not.
They're
not as good. They're not as good as they were. That's just
listen. Ryan, neither's
Alabama. Neither's Alabama.
Let me see you. Let me see what you do like James Franklin does. Take a fucking poverty franchise, a mediocre, middle of the pack, top 25 team for the last 100 years we've been around, we'll root for Penn State, and get them in the top 10 and make them decent. The only thing, I hate James Franklin.
I hate James Franklin so much.
I hate his less,
but not because I'm losing the hatred. I am, and it's because like the dude obviously cares, right? Like he obviously cares. That's like you don't even need to say that part, but this dude has put this program literally right back up where it was before Joe Pa died.
Can you say his name on this podcast?
Joe Pa? What's wrong saying Joe Pa?
Him and Jerry.
Well, I'm not saying.
Listen. I think that James Franklin was too loyal to Sean Clifford, and I think that Sean Clifford should not have been the starter last year. I will go to my grave saying that to you. I said that to you from the start of the year last year. Sean Clifford is a notch above a good quarterback.
Yeah, I agree. I think that he could. I think that he could be a backup quarterback in the NFL.
For sure, like a Chase Daniels situation.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But like that's the problem. He stuck around too long with Sean Clifford for that one extra year. And it doesn't matter, right? It's behind us. It doesn't fucking matter. He only lost 2 games. He balled out against Utah, who's a very good fucking team. So like he gets credit where credit's due. But what they have right now, they can beat Ryan Day. They can beat him.
They look fucking good. Their defense is disgusting.
If you have one loss to number 2 ranked Michigan, there's no reason you're out of conversation for a playoff. No reason.
As long as you competed with. Oh, you mean like if they beat Ohio State?
If they beat Ohio State, lose to Michigan, there's no reason they can't be considered.
If Michigan's undefeated at the end of the year, you're definitely considered.
You have to,
no doubt,
right?
Yeah.
So I'm just, and listen, Penn State loses to the games to Iowa. They lose that game last year.
Last 10 years.
Yeah. Could you imagine they had Joey Porter Jr.? Woo! But anyway, so like, Penn State might have some things figured out. Now they got like a gauntlet of boredom, right?
Yep.
Fucking Northwestern this week. Yeah. Yuck.
Yeah, they have the games where you're like, all right, we need to like get our shit done and don't get hurt.
And then they have UMass. Like, are these games where you're like...
UMass is sneaky.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not worried about UMass. They're 1-4.
I know.
Last matchup in 2014, Penn State won 48-7.
Yeah, I mean the UMass. The problem with the UMass game is that it's the weekend before
Ohio
State, and it could be a trap game.
Did I tell you how bad I pissed off Jay the other day?
No.
I was texting with him, and he was like, "Well, what are you doing, October 21st?" And I was like, "Listen, right now we are at the mercy of the child's fucking 7 o'clock bottle in bed by 8. So then Chrissy goes to bed, and I can fucking do this shit, right? I
Yep.
don't sleep. I don't care." So I was like, he's like, "Well, that game's gonna be at noon," and I said, "No, it's fucking not." I said, "It says TBD, which means it's probably gonna be the night game." And then he goes, "Oh, so they're allowed to play us for their fucking night game, but we got to play fucking Iowa."
I mean, he has a good point.
It's a fair fucking point, 100%.
But dude, Iowa had like 76 total yards of offense in that game.
Yeah, Iowa is a fraudulent. But you know what? Iowa to me is a team that will finish the year ranked low 20s. You agree?
Yeah, they usually sneak in there near the
Right.
end. Penn State is lethal.
Penn State ran 98 plays.
I know, man. It's insane. It's insane when you look at their numbers.
I'm trying not to I'm trying to pump my brakes because where are they gonna hurt me? You know what I mean?
I mean, Katron and Singleton look great as a 1-2 combo.
You could argue that Allen might be better than help me. You just said it.
Singleton?
Yeah.
I probably would say that he is. He's got more. I don't know. He's more elusive. I don't know what it is. When you watch him run, he just looks different. And I mean, Lambert Smith is their guy on the outside.
And he was on the team last year, right?
Yep.
I don't remember. I think their tight ends kind of take a dip this year, but that's okay. Can't have it all.
Can't have it all. So yeah, Penn State looked pretty fucking good.
And mostly, again, I'll say this: it's because we're just used to Penn State farting.
Right. So we're back in this is very reminiscent to me of where we were or what we were feeling about the Phillies.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like you've been down this road so many fucking times. All right, let's just fucking get it over with, right? Or the Sixers too, same thing. And so that's what we're waiting for. We're sitting here, we're waiting for them to lose to Northwestern. But dude, Northwestern might not score 10.
No, I don't. Their loss.
They're different now. This team's different.
I agree. Iowa had 4 first downs.
4 first downs, and dude, I don't think they had one in the first half.
I don't know.
It was like that stifling. It's insane.
They had 6 fumbles.
Yeah. It was raining though. A lot of fumbles.
Wait, Iowa had 6 or we had 6?
No, Penn State didn't fumble 6 balls.
Well, okay. Tell me that this graphic is not skewed then. What was that graphic?
Are you looking at the score? You are, aren't you?
Listen,
you dumbass. Stop using that trash app.
No, I have been a loyal score guy since the beginning of time.
Oh my God. Penn State lost 0 fumbles, lost 0 interceptions, they got sacked 0 times. Iowa lost 4 fumbles.
Okay.
When
did the Score mobile app start?
You need to get a better app. It's called Sports Alerts.
I have been using this app since I was a 17-year-old lad.
Whatever.
You know what? You're making fun of me. They got 4 to 5 million active users.
4 to 5 million dumbasses. 4 to 5 million people questioning whether or not there was fumbles.
Listen, it's color coded fucking weird. All right.
Listen, we were giving grades to the Eagles. Can we go back?
I mean, I guess.
Let's just go through it real fast.
All right, we ended on running back.
Yeah, offensive line. A.
Hey, it's not even close.
It might be an A plus.
No, I think the defensive line is absolutely an A plus 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 plus. Put it in my mouth.
Defensive line doesn't. It can't get any higher.
No,
I can't. You know. And how awesome is that? Like, how cool is it? I love when we have a good defensive line. That's like one of my favorite things.
Football's more fun when you. I mean, I've been saying this for generations, but the trenches, man.
Generations.
It's the only thing that matters.
Jalen Carter, dude. Jalen Carter.
Did you see the reverse angle?
Disgusting.
I look over and I see fucking Jalen Carter getting choked out like he's rioting in Center City.
Crazy.
I did it. You didn't think I could do it. I did it. I did it. I did it.
Oh, current event Kenny over here.
You're welcome. Anyway,
Jalen Carter has the most pressures of any defensive tackle in the league. Not rookies. Any.
I don't think that's right.
That's right.
I don't think that's right.
He's got 15 pressures. The most.
Yeah, and Hargrave has 18.
I'm looking at this right here. It's an official NFL rookie watch.
Okay.
Jalen Carter currently has most pressures, 15 of any defensive tackle in the league.
Yeah, I listen. I know we don't like to do this, but I don't care. Look at this. Let's take this shot.
I know you don't like to do this, but let's do this.
Yeah.
Oh, they're drinking. Oh,
Pirates by 40 tomorrow.
Oh yeah, they're fucked.
Yeah. So what happens now, right? Like, I know we're doing the Eagles, but I don't fucking care. What happens now? You go home. They're definitely still in the clubhouse getting fucking ass blasted on Kyle Schwarber's yards.
Oh yeah.
What happens now? Does Rob Thompson come in and go, hey, like, clean this up by 11 o'clock, get home, go to your family, and we'll report for BP? Like, honestly, I'm asking you, what happens now?
What do you mean, what happens? Like
they party. They're obviously going to go out tonight. You would too, right?
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
What happens? When does it end? I mean, I guess if you don't have to be they don't. It's not like they show up to the field at like 7 a.m. I guess, right?
No, like he'll give them. You know, like if they usually show up at like, 10 for like infield practice, it's like, hey, fuck it, show up at 2. Like one day.
Yeah, I know. I just picture Rob coming in and being like, all right, guys, like,
get the fuck out of here.
hey, Garrett, can you stop fucking sucking tequila out of your fucking fist? But I mean, like, and then like, avenue of that is like, how do you get up to go? I mean, I know they didn't clinch everything, right? Like, they made the playoffs.
Well, that's the whole thing. You need to clinch that number 1 wild card. Like, you need that.
I guess, but like, well, okay, like, what about the Mets?
What about what you mean
that shit's got to be so fucking brutal to like you got to play 4 more fucking games and you're just like you're so far out of it. Like,
oh yeah.
And now like I think we're pretty confident that the Phillies are going to secure WC1 along with the berth. And like so they're not going to want to play for anything. So now you just got this pointless 3-game series against the Mets in New York, right?
Yes, that is a completely pointless series. I'm assuming the Phillies are going to probably clinch the number 1 against the Pirates. I'm assuming.
Well, yeah, they just need to win 1, and they need anyone else to lose, right?
Right. Which did that happen?
And the Braves were battling back. Did they lose?
The Braves won.
Look at me rooting for the Braves.
Oh shit! They clinched both, dude.
Yeah, the Braves won.
The Braves won, and the Brewers lost.
Yeah, it's done.
So I believe that means it's both. And now that means they definitely are losing tomorrow.
Hammer the Pirates. You know what, though? The Phillies need to get to 90 wins.
Just
for my own Just for my own edification.
It's a nice marker.
It is.
I'm trying to figure out.
Considering.
I'm trying to figure out, like who. Or never mind.
So, so wild card 3 plays who? National League 3.
Yeah. So wild card. Wait, stop. What do you mean? What's wild card 3 mean? The bottom wild card?
Yes. What do you mean? What does that mean?
Wild card 3 plays wild card 2.
What?
No, stop.
Yeah,
Wild
you
card,
stop.
Wild card 3 plays division leader, lowest division leader.
So Division 3.
So yeah, Central Division.
So it could be Braves Cubs.
So the Braves have a bye week.
Brewers. I meant Brewers.
Yes, it could be.
Interesting.
And then the Phillies will play the Diamondbacks.
Scares me a little bit.
Which I don't love that. I don't love it.
So we're kind of rooting for the Cardinals. I mean, Cubs.
Oh my God.
I'm a real life typo.
You are. You're like a walking typo. Yes, I would say. I mean, to me, I think we match up and we match up better against the Cubs. I'd
love the Marlins to sneak in there. I'd like to slap their fucking dicks.
Yeah, that's tight there. There's only one game separating all the wild cards other than the Phils.
You know what's crazy is that the Phillies are 12 and a half games back of the Braves. And what we would argue is like a really fucking good year for the Phillies. Coming back again around, showing that they weren't a fluke. And honestly, what does this say about Bryce Harper?
I mean, in what way?
I mean, just single-handedly putting the Phillies. The Phillies have been around since 1803. They've made the playoffs 14 times. Now it's 15. And Bryce Harper has been a part of what, 2 or 3 of them? 3 of them?
Bryce Harper is, the clear catalyst, of the revival of baseball in Philadelphia.
Guys, he had Tommy John surgery, came back super fucking early, and this fucking guy blasted 20 fucking home runs, 75 ribbies, and an average of 292. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, like in the beginning, he could barely fucking hit.
You wish your best player.
Oh, and by the way, he learned how to play first fucking base.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, he's a panderer.
No, he's not.
Psych.
He means it. He loves it.
I actually think it's. I don't think it is at all. Honestly.
Yeah.
I think he's like true and true.
He fucking loves it here, man. Which I love that too. We still didn't get through the Eagles' grades. You can't. How do you keep sidetracking us to the Phillies?
I haven't even had one illicit thing in my body yet either.
You are just like you are off the tracks today.
That's
what you do. How long have we been doing this podcast?
Stubbs is fucking funny, man.
Did you not hear me?
What?
How long have we been doing this podcast?
118.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Look at this sad bitch. Barely falter. Fucking Fulton pig.
Oh shit, he's on the Pirates. Was he in the dugout?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny.
All right. Go Birds!
Who's that? That's the sounder. That's Kenny.
Who? Oh,
that's
was that last night?
Yeah.
Or this morning?
Yeah.
Rough one last night. Anyway, I want to talk about. All right, so we got to the defensive line, which is crazy because we should just stay on the O.
Yeah, offense. AJ Brown, A plus.
Really, he dropped 2 touchdowns.
I mean,
B plus.
I can't. Yeah, okay, so you're not going to give him an A because he dropped the ball.
2 touchdowns.
That one pass was out of his reach, dude.
All right, A.
Hey,
Devontae Smith. Can't grade him. He didn't do anything. Didn't need to do anything. He did 40 yards. I mean, when he caught, hey, fuck it.
His routes look good.
I know
Zacchaeus,
that's what I'm saying. So, hey,
Zacchaeus, A.
hey,
Goddard, A. We won the bet.
yeah. I mean, really, truly, like the tight ends as a whole is like C minus, and Goddard was a 79.
Yeah, exactly.
Very low.
And like, so do we need to worry about Goddard?
No, I just don't think he's.
Are you
I
sure?
think teams are figuring out how to play it. You know,
Is that what it is though, or is he just not as good as everyone thinks, and that's why the offense isn't running there?
No,
Not worried.
nope.
Okay. I'm not either. I'm just wondering if
Cubs had a fielding error. Cubs had a fielding error.
They lost on a fielding error.
Oh my god, he just missed it. He just fucking missed it.
He bombed it.
Yeah, like no, like if this is your
no,
glove,
you didn't see that play remember when Bohm literally like the ball went under his glove. I'm just kidding, by the way. I don't hate Alec Bohm, so just calm down, everybody.
Oh,
if you're still listening.
Careful. I just think that teams are playing Goddard a little differently.
Okay. So all in all, Reed Blankenship.
Oh my god! Again,
White Lightning.
He's the man.
I think that we may have found a safety combo.
Who is the other safety?
Well, it depends, I guess. Sydney.
And what happened to that Evans character?
I don't know. I don't know.
I would do Brown.
Well, we all want Brown. That's what we all want, But I don't know. It depends what they do. It was Edmonds, I guess. Ringo.
So
Ringo. Oh no, Ringo's out there. I think he got like 1 or 2 snaps, but he doesn't play safety.
Ricks.
No, isn't he a cornerback?
Wait. Job had a good game.
Job was around.
I'll tell you what. The Eagles had a pretty good game. Now that I'm thinking about it.
They really did. Like, that's the whole problem.
But it was boring.
It's boring as fuck. It's terrible.
But it's like a good problem to have.
I know.
Right?
Yeah, it is. Yes.
I mean, you can't be mad at 3-0 and boring. You can't be mad at 8-0 and boring, right?
No, yeah, 100%.
I mean, I can and I will.
I'll try to do it. I'll try to be mad. Something about it. It's hard to even describe it.
Is there a path where we can play the fucking Cowboys in the NFC Championship game?
Probably. They would have to win the division. Like, one of us will win the division, and then, the other would have to get like a low wild card, probably.
So not likely.
No. See, like if we finish near each other in record, like 1 or 2 games, we're not going to play each other.
There's nothing more that I would want.
Knock them out of the playoffs.
Knock them, dude. If you know what, if we can knock them out of the playoffs in the NFC Championship game and then win the Super Bowl, I'll tell you what, the streets would be flowing.
Oh my god,
fucking Ernie.
Oh,
do you agree he's worse than Cole's Cowboys?
He is. He is worse than Cole.
I think
he's also worse. He's worse than Cameron too.
Who?
Magruder.
Yeah, that guy's actually like just a clown, though. Like.
Oh yeah, no, he's like a comedian, like literally.
Comedian.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
And we run a successful podcast.
Just like we're broadcasters.
Yeah. I'm just saying, Ernie.
No, that
you're not listening.
That dude is just Ernie is a straight troll.
It's disgusting.
And he's really good at it.
He is.
He is. He's good at it. I want to call him an asshole every time I read his posts. So that means he's winning.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Uh-oh. Whenever I see his post, you ever see the movie Inside Out?
Yeah.
The fucking anger guy, Lewis C. Black, when he's just
Yeah.
like, "Argh!" I get that way when I see that guy's fucking tweets. I'm just like, you fucking. I know what he's doing.
He's winning.
I can't hop on my burner quick enough.
So yeah, the Eagles are 3-0, and we should feel better, Kenny.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, are we old men screaming at the clouds?
No, I don't think that we're in the minority.
I mean, I talked to Jason, and he seems to feel the same way like we do. I think.
Yeah, just like all
Could have
right,
been
yeah,
it could have been the 7 surf sides, but I mean, what I took from it was that he was in the same booth.
About what?
Just the Eagles in general. Like, I think he's a little worried about Hurts. I'm a little worried about Hurts. Although, like, every week he's getting better. Like, he's not regressing back. And, you know, last time he played was February. I'm going to do this. I don't want to do this. Don't tell me not to do this.
No, I think you should do it.
I think I'm a preseason guy. I think they need to play preseason. I'm never a preseason guy.
You're never a preseason guy. What? Because you don't want to watch it?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Like when you played Madden, seriously, when you played Madden seasons, did
Never.
you play the preseason?
Never. Literally.
Sim
never.
that bitch. And then when Donovan McNabb broke his hand, you fucking turned off your Xbox.
Yeah, you reset
and restarted it.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, preseason's terrible. I hate it. I won't even put it on. Even if I knew Hurts was playing, I won't put it on. Because I just don't care about football. I care about football. I just don't want to watch that kind of football. Fucking guys cutting, like trying to make the team, fighting for their lives. I don't fucking care about the defensive fucking tackle out of the fucking Iowa State Cyclones that we took in the 8th round. Yeah. I'm sorry. I just don't care. And that might make me a bad fan. I don't fucking care.
I think it just makes you realist.
Well, you know where I stand with this shit. I'll cut you quick.
You'll cut a bitch.
I cut a bit. I didn't watch the Phillies for a decade.
It's impressive.
A decade.
You didn't watch, or you just didn't pay attention?
I didn't watch.
Really?
No, I mean, bro. Any game. I mean, you've seen me at Phillies games. Do you even know what planet I'm on?
Okay,
I don't even know what planet I'm on. So the only time that I would ever watch is when I would go. I never had that on the TV ever.
That's wild.
I know.
That talk about a 180. Damn.
Yeah. Well, you know me.
You're in now.
Yeah, I like it. It's enjoyable. I told Chrissy. So for those of you that don't know, and were you were you there this year, or you couldn't go? You couldn't go. Last minute, you pulled out. Pull out that.
Yeah, what happened? Something happened.
I forget. I remember last minute you couldn't go. Anyway, for those of you that don't know, Jason orchestrates an opening day weekend.
And I love
Phillies.
it. It's the best.
It's the fucking best. There's like 20 of us in Jethro parking lot just fucking, pissing on semis. So I said to Christy this year, I said, what are we doing with like Kip next year? Like in April, Like, we're going to bring him? She's like, well, it's not going to be a year. And I was like, okay, but like we're not going. So like, are we bringing him? You know what I mean? Like, the fuck? She's like, no, we'll have someone watch him.
Okay.
So, Daddy might get one more. Daddy might get the final one, buddy. The final Phillies blackout.
Yeah, you're going to get it.
Because then the following year, he'll be a year and a half. He definitely can handle it.
He could handle it at less than a year. It's just about you guys handling it.
That's the whole point. We don't want to handle it.
Yeah. I mean, he'll be like 9 months, though. So that's like way less than a year.
Yeah. So hopefully you can go this year. Dude, it's my favorite. Like, listen, I love the Eagles. I love Flyers. Fuck the Sixers. I love just doing sporting events in general. And when I say that, it's like when I go, like, you know what I mean? Because like I don't really like to go. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, if you get me there is not a better day than the Phillies tailgate that opening weekend. It's literally my Christmas. It's my favorite time of the year.
It's like cold. It's crispy.
Yeah.
But
Oh my god! You don't have to worry about a fucking sunburn. You're like, oh shit! I should have bought fucking hot gloves.
Yep.
It's the fucking best.
Yep. Absolutely.
Fucking Chrissy and I walking in with like fucking gallon size fucking pizza slices. The fucking rules. Do whatever you want as long as it's in a clear bag, man. You know that you can bring a whole pizza in. Did you know that?
Where?
In the Citizens Bank, they'll let you bring a whole pizza in.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I've done it. They let you do it
Why would they let you do that?
because it's. I mean, bro, they don't care about how many people sit in that stadium. Seriously,
41,000.
they don't care about the 200 fucking people that are bringing in Wawa pretzels and fucking pizzas and hoagies.
44,000 probably. 44.
Yeah, I mean, you're still going, right? You know.
I know they let you bring hoagies and shit, but I've never seen anybody walking in with a fucking pizza.
All right, well, you'll see it next year at opening day. I'm going to bring in a fucking Corporalese pie. Trash.
Oh, stop it.
What?
All right, let's try this one more time.
Go Birds!
Oh, that's great. I love it. All right, so listen, let's wrap this shit up. We're going way too long. We're fucking rambling on.
I texted my design manager last night and I said, "Are you up, you fucking slut?"
Oh man. That's great. So Kenny, by the way, we should talk about this. We have a little bit of a fantasy football update. Kenny's team sucks ass.
Oh, it's ass cheekies.
And he was the lowest scorer this week, pretty sure. I beat him last week, and I don't know who beat you this week.
Jay, I'm down bad.
Jay beat you this week, and then this week I beat Gordy by the skin of my teeth. And the dude in the league with the name Etienne or Etienne S, that's a pretty good name. Etienne S. He fucking murdered people this weekend.
He fucking sent me the craziest trade request. I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, am I fucking? I mean, I know I seem like I'm dumb. He wanted me to trade CeeDee Lamb, Joe Burrow, and Joe Mixon for Devontae Adams, Deshaun Watson, and Cole Kmet. How do I win there? What am I getting?
I mean, I don't know. You got to look at it, right?
Devontae Adams and CeeDee Lamb are probably close enough to be a wash. They should finish both of them within the top 5, excusing health issues, right?
Yep.
Watson stinks. Who the fuck is Cole Kmet?
Does he stink fantasy wise? That's what you have to check. Like you have fantasy is a different world, dude.
I hate fantasy. I have made this perfectly clear to you.
I know.
I fucking hate it.
I know. I get it. This is why I jumped out of every league I was in. Only one undefeated team left, Joe McCann.
Yeah, of course.
The old can openers. Yeah, eating ass.
I mean, Joe Burrow put up 8.1. I was fucked no matter what I did, man. My team's terrible, and it fucking pisses me off.
Mike is 2-1. I'm 2-1. Jay is 2-1, and then the 1 and 2 teams are Gordy, Joe Spera, Hertz Locker, Giletto, Fired Up Sports, and then you're 0-3. The only one.
I'm not. I don't see a win in my future, boys.
We'll see how it goes. I've been getting lucky as fuck, so I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. My team's just okay. It's kind of band-aids right now.
Who do I have this week?
Who do you play? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm probably. It hasn't cleared through, right?
Yeah.
To get fucking beat, I'll tell you that much.
You have. Let's see. I can look it up real fast. You're playing. Oh, dude, you're playing Eaton S.
Oh, fuck! Great.
That's
another L.
He's got the most points in the league by almost 100.
Yeah. And you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna fucking start that fucking Devon Achin or whatever his name is. Achin. Achan.
Oh, are you giving up? Are you giving away your waiver move right now on the podcast?
I'm number 1. I'm the worst team.
I know.
I'm gonna pick this fucking guy. I'm gonna start him, and he's gonna get 3.
He's gonna get like 2 carries because Mostert's gonna get 30 carries.
I don't know, man. You know what, Darren Waller, you're a fucking baby back bitch.
I can't believe that you put all your eggs in his basket.
You know.
You
Are the Giants bad?
No, I don't think they are.
I know, that's why I'm so confused, man.
I really don't think they are. And I know they're 1-2, and I know what they looked like. I know that they got their dicks beaten by Dallas, and they got their dicks beaten by San Francisco. But think about what I just said. You would have them losing these 2 games anyway. If you look at their schedule, you would have them losing those 2 games.
Their schedule is fucked too, right?
You know what I'm saying? So like they're gonna they have a tough schedule in the first half. We have the tough schedule in the back half. They're in the first 8 weeks. And now, I mean, week 8 was the Jets, and that was going to be a hard game. Now it's not, right? But they had Dallas, they had San Fran, they had Seattle, which was going to be a tough game. They had Miami, they had Buffalo. Like, that's fucking insane, dude, in the first 6 weeks.
Just another shitty schedule.
So they go 2-4 there, but then they start raking them in the back end. Like, all of a sudden, the Giants are relevant in the end. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, don't count them out. That's all. Let's go over the picks, and then let's give our picks, and let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, bye.
Because no, not now. You were 1-3, Kenny.
Fuck.
Yeah. You had the Cowboys -12.
We knew that too, man.
I know. Yep. My loss was the Jaguars. They look like shit too.
Yeah, they're done.
All right, so let's give out some picks. What do you like?
I don't fucking know. I want the Eagles 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the Lions to win.
I have the Eagles at 8, so you're gonna get it at 8.
All right.
You like the Lions?
Yeah.
What is that line? Oh,
I have it -1.5.
1.5. Yep.
Give me the Vikings -3.5. There's no way they're going 0-4, and Carolina ain't beating no one.
Vikings -3.5. Got it.
Why are the Browns favored?
I don't know. Baltimore is suspect, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. So give me Baltimore plus.
The best thinking ever. I mean, that's how you do it. So let's see here.
No way.
What happened?
It died.
What died?
You know.
Oh,
this is terrible. I knew it was gonna die.
Really? It's dead? You killed it? Oh no, Kenny. I'm gonna take Houston plus the 3.
Oh, you know what? We should have to make a pick for the Browns Bears. I hope Bane shows up and we don't have to watch it
next week. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
Fuck.
That's gonna be one of the worst games in the history of football. Wow, people are loving Denver this week.
Yeah.
All right, fine. I'll go along. I kind of like them too. Mostly because the Bears are just really fucked.
The Bears might not win a game this year. And I'm not even saying that to be a funny fucking haha guy. They're fucking terrible.
No, you're legit saying they may not fucking win a game.
Yeah, I mean, they're bad.
Yeah, I like the Eagles a lot this week.
So do I.
Eagles -8.
You were worried about that 5.5, and for some reason I was just like, I am not.
Yeah, you were not worried last night. I told you the under would hit though, and it did.
Yeah.
Where's
Where's the schedule? Where's the schedules for the Bears?
Colts -1.
Dude, you know what? The Colts might be a problem.
Shane Steichen is a problem.
Yeah, it's a shame we lost him.
It is, because he's good. Jason was lighting you up over here.
About what?
I don't know. He was yelling at you on YouTube. I didn't see it.
What's that?
He's just busting you a bunch. I don't know.
What the bitch say?
It's hard to tell. I can't tell like what it was about.
The Bears play the Panthers. They might get a win there.
Oh, you're trying to figure out if the Bears are actually going to win a game?
Yeah, no, I'm. Did you know the Bears play the Lions? They play Lions, Vikings, Lions. That's crazy.
No, they don't.
What do you mean?
Oh, they do in the bye. They have a bye week.
Oh, is that what it is?
Are you using the score?
I'm actually not. I'm using Google.
I'm just kidding. No, they have a bye on week 13.
Well,
I mean, the Raiders are suspect too.
Wow, I don't trust anything Josh McDaniels touches.
Phew, man.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that, and then we can go.
Okay.
You're down fucking 8. What is your processes here, man?
I don't know. I don't know what the hell they were doing.
Make it make sense. Talk to me like I like trains. Make it make sense.
Max Crosby must like hate his life.
Oh yeah. Did he sign an extension there?
Yeah, dude, he was all about it. They sold him a bill.
It's his fault for falling for it. But anyway, Josh McDaniels is not an NFL coach. I don't know if he's a good coordinator. I'm not really sure he is. Yeah. But
some of these guys just can't be coaches, though.
Eric Bieniemy.
Dude, honestly, that's the one. It might be the one thing that makes me worried about that game.
Oh, well, for sure. I don't think it isn't a walk in the park.
No.
And it's also like this is gonna sound crazy. It's a 1:00 game, and the Eagles have 2 of them this year. So like,
that's insane.
Yeah, it's not their normal bullshit, that they're gonna be used to.
2 1:00 games. My God. What are we, the Chiefs? Do you care? Do you care at all about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift? Do you have an opinion?
First off, people need to stop sitting here trying to tell me that Taylor Swift is not attractive. Okay, that's number one.
Okay,
all right.
So you're saying people need to calm down. Got it.
Yeah, I mean she's fucking attractive.
That was Taylor Swift.
If I woke up and Taylor Swift was in my bed, and we'll just say that she's not Taylor Swift, right? She's just some girl. I'm not mad about that. That's a good night.
Yeah, sure. Who's saying it? Who's saying the other way?
Oh my God, it's all over the internet, and no one gives a flying fuck. I don't care who they're dating. Is he catching touchdowns? That's all I care about.
Everybody's all talking shit on Travis Kelce too, like he's a fucking Neanderthal.
Well, he is a sellout.
Fine.
He's a sellout.
In what way?
I'm sorry. You cannot sit here and be like, COVID, I'm not going to get the vaccine. I'm not going to, I don't know what's in it. And then turn back around and then you've been fucking sponsored for Pfizer. You can't do it.
Wait, so hold on. I questioned that when I saw him in that commercial. Did he not get the shot at all?
Oh, I know originally he did not. So I mean, I don't know when he changed his stance along the way. Obviously.
I mean, you cannot make a commercial that's about getting your flu shot and COVID shot at the same time.
And then not have it. Can't do it. I'm also wondering, is he dumb enough to believe that he did a flu shot commercial and they shoved in the COVID?
Oh my god, they fucking CGI'd it on.
Now I don't really care. Look, I like Travis Kelce. I think he's fine, and I don't really care that he endorses Pfizer. I don't give a shit at all. You just can't. To me, you can't be one way and then so hardcore the next. You're making millions of dollars doing commercial.
I mean, I don't think he's making millions, but
what do you think he makes on a commercial?
I have no idea. I couldn't even begin to guess that. Like, what is he going to get? Proceeds? He's not going to get proceeds from the fucking sale of the fucking vaccine.
I mean, if he gets 1% of stock option, he's doing pretty fucking good.
I don't know what he's getting. Who knows? I have no idea. I really don't.
I know what he is getting. Taylor Swift box.
Hey, her knees were bruised. That's all I'm going to say. So listen, let's move on, and let's close this podcast because it is gone too far.
It is teetering on levels that we have agreed to not talk about.
That's true. We have.
The main issue here is you talking about Taylor Swift's knees.
There are boundaries. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? I'm done.
I got nothing.
I'm tapped out. Kenny killed his grandma.
Yeah, I did.
The Phillies are in the playoffs again. Red October. Eagles are 3-0. We are bored.
Cautiously excited. Is that fair?
Yeah, no, bored. We're not bored of the team. We're just cautious. Yes, like still being like, all right, yeah, this is kind of cool. Like this is cool. I'm in.
It's like when you know like the ocean water is going to be a little colder than you really want it to be, and you're like, I just got to get in, and if I get in, I'll be good.
Yeah, exactly. And it sounds like we're pretty in on Penn State.
Yeah, I mean, do I believe that their inevitable ways might show?
Kenny's back. He's back.
You can't tell me in the back of your mind you don't feel it a little bit that they could lose to Indiana.
No.
Okay.
Nope. Not even a little bit. What's
the line? Do you want to know what a fucking liar looks like? Put a mirror up.
20. Why?
There's no way you don't believe in the back of your mind that Penn State's not going to Penn State.
No, I don't. I think if they lose this year, it's going to be to Ohio State and Michigan, like normal.
Yeah.
Which sounds shitty to say, like normal, but that isn't our normal, unfortunately.
Yeah, we've lived it.
Exactly. So, I don't think they're going to have one of those off games like Maryland or fucking Indiana or,
Rutgers.
I don't think they're going to do that. I think that if they lose, it's going to be one of the big two.
Good night, my sweet prince.
All right. Yeah. I wanted to talk about Oregon, but we don't need to. It's okay.
No, we can talk about Oregon.
No, I'm done.
I loved Oregon.
I loved it.
I won a lot of money on Oregon.
So did I.
I also specifically loved when the defensive tackle ran for 23 yards on a fake punt.
Lost a lot of money on Notre Dame.
I'll tell you where I lost a lot of fucking money on fucking Addison. 0.5 yards. I was short.
Oh my god!
It just
no, but Oregon put out a 5-minute like movie trailer version video about the game from Saturday, and some of the shit that those Colorado dudes were saying on the field was insane, dude.
Yeah, but listen, they're gonna walk the walk. They're gonna talk the talk, walk the walk.
That hype video that Oregon put out is fucking incredible.
I'll have to watch it.
It's like it's literally like a movie.
I just sent you a video of Castro going fucking nuts in the locker room. It's pretty good.
He must know that he's not gonna ever play.
I don't think he's ever made the playoffs in his professional career, probably.
That locker room is just getting obliterated right now with fucking Budweiser. Oh, then they have a different hashtag. It's Take October.
Yeah, I don't like that. Red October. It's always going to be Red October. It will never not be Red October. It's always Red October.
Always Red October. All right, let's get the fuck out of here, Kenny. It's been long enough.
It's been long enough.
We will see you guys next week. Hopefully the Eagles are 4-0. Hopefully we're still bored and no one's injured and nothing stupid happens and all that stuff.
Bailey Falter, a former Philly, is the lone pirate left in the dugout watching the celebration.
No. Oh no.
I kind of feel for the guy, man.
Oh, that's brutal, dude. That is brutal.
It is.
Oh, and on that note,
good night.
Go Birds!
Go Birds. Good night. I'm gonna keep that shit forever.
Forever.